So, hi and welcome.
Thank you
for taking your time. I asked the viewers to send me some questions, so let's do it. Describe the moment you realized that you want to be a musician.
I think it was when I saw the Rollin' video for Limp Bizkit, and I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Just a band going that wild, and like the videos, so like everyone's going nuts, and like Wes is just looking like the coolest guitar player ever. I was like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, size made me feel it again, you know. So yeah.
So
we just want to be in Limp Bizkit. That's what we want.
You still listen to it when you drive? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rollin'.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the best piece of advice you've ever had?
I know what this one is.
Well, the most recent piece of advice I've ever had was to bring a skipping rope on tour and skip before we play.
Okay.
To warm up.
Is it good for you?
It's working for me.
You never been so loose.
Yeah. Well, you see, when you play drums, using the whole body, you forget to warm up. You know, there's all muscles in your shoulders and neck and stuff. But if you skip, it works.
And when you come home, you're like,
then
like a jelly man.
like a jelly.
What were you going to say?
Jelly dancer.
I was going to say that Tom DeLonge thing, where he's like, if you're in a band, the most important thing you can do if you're in a band is stay at home with your parents, because you're not going to have the money. Like if you're trying to work a job to pay rent, you're not going to have the time to put into your band.
That's true. Maybe
stay at home with your mum and dad
in the early days, if you can.
Okay, what's the craziest thing you've ever done on a tour bus?
This was last night, and this is vicarious. I wasn't doing the thing; I was watching the thing. But our tour manager, Alec, he went out in Munich, and he went to the Hofbrauhaus. And
too many steins.
Like in England, we don't have the steins. Alec, he wasn't used to drinking such big bottles, big glasses, and he was trying to put our drum tech to bed in the bus. He was lifting him up and trying to shove him into the bunk because he'd had a few too many beers. And then Alec, he chipped our drum tech's rib in the tour bus. They both went down. Our drum tech was screaming, cracked his rib. It was awful. Pretty crazy.
Okay.
Awful to watch from my point of view.
Oh, he just seemed fine today.
Yeah, he seems okay.
Okay.
Which one of your band members would survive a zombie apocalypse and why?
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah. Why?
He's a very resourceful man. He's just a smart cookie, and he'd figure it out.
He'd find a way of avoiding any conflict, but squirreling away tins of food somewhere to just last it out. Yeah.
Okay. What are you addicted to?
Coffee.
Yeah, coffee. We drink a lot
Same.
of coffee.
Yeah. But Sai is much more of a coffee aficionado than me.
Love coffee.
Sai brings his own coffee making gear and stuff on tour, and I'm
really
very much in his debt, as I often have to get him to make it.
So you're a real barista.
I'm an amateur barista. I love making coffee. Yeah.
What are your plans for retirement?
I want to be a sommelier. It's one of those guys that goes around just tasting wine and recommending it to other high-end dudes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's good or not so much. Yeah.
I always wanted to be a professional footballer, but
when you're retired,
when I might be too old. But if I can,
you could be the oldest professional footballer.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if I just get one game. Like if we got famous enough so I could play one of those charity games.
You
on TV.
Will only survive one game.
Yeah.
Because
half.
you're old.
Or we get
10
so
minutes.
big that you can retire. We get so big as a band, you retire in your 30s, and then you can pursue that and you can still play while you're still young and able.
Or if we got really Metallica famous, and I had the money to buy Manchester United, I would own Manchester United.
There you go.
Wow.
And I'd bring them back to glory. It's a long way back.
What was the last thing you killed?
We killed the show last night.
We killed that show last night. Yeah. We're not killers, but we killed the show.
Yeah.
The show. What do you think the world will be like in 100 years?
Fully automated.
Yeah.
I don't reckon you'll have to do much as a human.
I think a Ready Player One type scenario. Yeah.
You'll plug in, zone out, and just experience the metaverse as if it's the real world.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, kind of cool.
Have you ever been arrested?
We're good boys.
No, sir.
Okay, what was your nickname at school?
Donners. My name is Matt Donnelly. So just Donners.
I was Del Boy because my name's Simon Delaney, and we've got this show in the UK, Only Fools and Horses. I don't know if you know the show,
No.
but the main character is called Del Boy, and he's like a wheeler dealer, and I was always selling my packed lunch to other kids. So.
What would you want your last meal on Earth to be?
That's tough.
It's a tough one as well. Because see, part of me, I'm a vegan, but I didn't grow up vegan. So I suppose there's part of my brain that goes like, would you eat meat again? I mean, it's an interesting question. It's the last time.
Yeah.
And when I was really young, like almost from a sentimental place, my mum used to make me and my brother and my dad bacon sandwiches on the weekend, and it was like a thing that brought us all together. So I wonder, I probably couldn't do it. I probably don't find it appetizing, but there's something sentimental to that.
Okay, and yours?
I'm a meat eater still, and I've got a huge weakness for lamb. I'd probably have a lamb shank with some dauphinoise potatoes.
I'd just have some tofu.
So the same like every day.
Tofu shank every day.
When was the last time you cried?
I cried maybe 2 months ago because in my bedroom, my house is kind of small, I don't have any room to put anything, and I've got all my gear, so I had an amp in my bedroom at the end of my bed, and I'd put it down at the end of my bed, I had nowhere else to put it, and then when I went to put my pyjamas on, I walked into it, and I'm pretty sure broke my toe, and I was just floored at the end of the bed in tears, just screaming, yeah.
You can't remember?
Matt's old school, he doesn't cry.
No, I do.
He's an old school man.
I do too much, actually.
The last time when you watched Titanic, or?
No. I will say though, on this tour, even like every night, so we have a song called T-shirt Song, and it's got quite an emotional message. And every night in the middle of the song, Rob explains it. And sometimes I feel myself go a little bit, like in our own song. And I've heard him say it 100 times, but.
All right.
Yeah.
What's your funniest tour memory?
Funniest.
Maybe when I was sick on that kid. That was kind of funny.
So it's funny looking back.
It's funny looking back. It wasn't funny at the time, but one of the first tours we ever did was with a band called 4 Years Strong, an American band, and they'd taken us out drinking. They were like a few years older than us, so we were kind of like just these little guys, and they were like, "Come drinking with us." And we're like, "Okay, cool." And they got me really drunk, and we were touring in a van at the time, and I'd had too many, so the boys were like, "Simon, go and sit in the van, just have a minute." So I was sitting in the van, and the van had like a sliding door on the side, and the door was open because I needed air. And we'd played a show that night, and these kids came around to the van, and they were like, "Oh hey, I love your band, the show was amazing, it's so good to meet you." And I was just like, I felt myself going, and I couldn't be sick in the van, so I threw up out of the van, and some of the sick hit the guys, and awful.
And
But now,
my new shoes.
yeah, exactly.
This is your opportunity to formally apologise.
So, whoever that is who I threw up on your Nikes, I'm so sorry.
He owe you some shoes.
There you go. Yeah.
Have you ever been friend zoned?
Probably, yeah.
Probably a long time ago. Yeah.
I'm happily in a relationship now, but yeah, must have happened loads of times.
She can still friend zone you after like 12 years.
Yeah.
That'd be brutal. Can you imagine? I don't think I've ever been friend zoned. No.
Okay. What's your favorite karaoke song?
Purple Rain. Prince.
good.
Yeah, I love that song.
Do you like Kaiser Chiefs?
Okay.
Like, I predict a riot.
We did Spice Girls a lot as well. Spice Girls used to be a go-to for us.
Spice Girls is good.
I've never been to karaoke.
Have you not?
No.
It is fun.
It is fun.
But
It
I
is
would
fun.
probably sing something from Bon Jovi.
Oh, it's my life. Yeah, cool. Yeah. That's a good one.
What
Living
is-
on a prayer.
Living on a prayer is too high. No one
But
can get
it always catches everyone out, and then the key change at the end is just like, whoa. It's
What is your secret talent?
Secret talent. It's difficult.
I've utilised all my talents publicly.
Yeah, if I've got a talent, we've already thrown it out there. It's like, we can do this. I don't think I've got a super secret talent. I'm not terrible at icing cakes. Like, my partner makes cakes and she can't ice, but I'm quite dexterous with the icing bag. But yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's probably about as secret as my talents get.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it from me. it was quick. I know.
That was quick. That was awesome.
Thank you for
I have
your
a
time.
question for you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Where did you get
Oh
these
my God.
lights? Because
These lights?
these are great.
I think I bought them on Amazon, but I can send you the link.
Thank you.
Because it has like different colors also. I always
yeah.
choose the red because it looks like, a little bougie.
Yeah. I love it.
That's cool, isn't it?
So
Thanks for
enjoy
having
the
us.
show.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Cheers.
so much.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.